we're talking about the journey. I think, this has been new for you because of, the position that you are. I mean, you're heading the global markets department. You're having to manage a team, not just salespeople, but traders, and make sure that you comply with CMA regulations. I know it's similar to the online Forex brokerage you had, but this is different because we're now investing people's money.
Yes.
In terms of the journey of setting this up, we had to put in lots of documentation, create a strategy document. What are some of the things that you found really challenging about this process?
One of the things is the capacity in Kenya, and actually the adoption into alternative investments is actually one of the challenges that actually you have faced. You'll find that majority of even the traders are either self-learned and the others are from the banking industry. Yeah. Kenya has not grown mature enough for majority of the traders who are in the banking industry to appreciate that there are opportunities in investment banking, and they can grow from that side. That is one that has been a major challenge, actually, even sourcing talent. The other challenge I would say is as much as when we came about with the product that you're going to discuss about, that is OAK, it looks at alternative investment vehicles, which are not the norm for majority of the custodians that you have locally.
Yeah.
So they are so used to the traditional assets. We are talking about the government securities, the equities, and then normal cash and cash equivalents. But when you talk about, I want to open an online Forex,
that's been quite
they
challenging.
don't understand. When you say you want to do derivatives, they don't even know how to hold it in custody. And I believe, but as we continue, we are going to work with the regulator and the custodians to see on the way to accommodate such.
Yeah.
Going ahead. Yes.
Yeah. So I think that my joy in this whole process, because I've been at this journey for a long time, just looking at what's available, how to make it work, how do we make sense of this, financially would this make sense?
Yeah.
And I remember a number of years back, looking at the regulations that we had at the time with the Capital Markets Authority, and being like, guys, these regulations will not allow us to do anything. And so my biggest joy, I know I asked you for your challenge, my biggest joy is having a regulator that has looked and seen the need and listened to market players and created the opportunity for us to set up what we're now calling special funds that have given us the ability to then be innovative, be creative in the way that we are investing, not just looking at real estate, stocks and bonds and bank deposits, but they're opening it up to many other asset classes. So maybe now my next question is, when we talk about global markets, just, let's start there. What are we really saying? In your view, what would you say we're doing?
Before I go to global markets, I would really love to take this opportunity to appreciate CMA and say they are quite proactive. They are having interacted with CMA in various ways. I came to realize they are pro-business. There are people who are accommodating new ideas, seeing how to bring them under regulation rather than being that tough arm of regulation that just wants to put people in a single line. Going back to your question on global markets, to me, global markets is, whether we like it or not, it's what we interact with on a day-to-day basis. Because whatever majority of the things we use on our daily lives, some of them are imported. Other things we are producing here are being exported. So one way or another, there's an interaction of global trade in those, which leads to exchange in currencies and the rest. Yeah. What does global market mean to us in this context? We were looking at the way the country has run maybe for the last 2 to 3 years and looking at various asset classes. Significantly, we look at the USD Kenya shilling exchange rate. Last year, we saw the Kenya shilling lose by about 25% of its value against the USD. So taking it that maybe you are here or you are from a foreign country, you came, settled in Kenya, sold all your dollars, invested maybe in the normal T-bills or whichever fixed income instrument, and you are getting, last year we are talking about maybe 14-15%. After getting 14-15%, if you wanted to leave and you exchanged your Kenya shilling to dollars, you actually have a loss. Similarly, the loss in value, whether you are still Kenyan and you are holding Kenya shilling, you basically lost that in opportunity cost. Looking at it from this year, from February when we had the lowest of around 162 by the central bank, and we've gained to currently being at 129.18%. We've gained, give or take, shillings against the dollar. We've gained significantly against the dollar this year. Also, if you are holding the dollars, that's a loss in value. What are we saying? We are saying that at one point, Kenya and the assets class in Kenya will really help you to increase your income or increase your value of your assets. But at one time, maybe they are not doing so well. We need a vehicle whereby someone continuously is watching and taking advantage of the opportunities as they come, and also mitigating on any other things that may lead to loss of value for you. And that is what global markets is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, yeah. So that then are you able to take advantage, which is what I like, because I find that in markets where you can't short sell, for example, sell something you don't have, it's one way. So for example, real estate, you buy land with the hope that it will go up, and then you sell, and that's it. And so if the land doesn't go up in value, and perhaps it goes down in value, you're in trouble because you have to just hold. It's just an example, might not be the best example, but when you're dealing in global markets, we have things like derivatives that you can sell what you don't have, and then buy when it's gone down, and you're selling because you can see it's going to go down. So whether markets move up or down, you know, we're able to find opportunities to then trade, which is really awesome. I like what you've shared. Okay, so for somebody sitting there and they're wondering, okay, this sounds interesting, but you've just told us people lose 80% on their Forex trading.
Yes.
Huh? I bring my money, you lose 80. How can I give you money? And how will you ensure that I continue to grow and compound my earnings?